Hello dear students, myself CMA Padmaja Buzruk. I will discuss partnership accounts. Go to study note number 6. I will be discussing amalgamation of partnership firm. Amalgamation of partnership firm can be in the following ways. When two or more sole proprietorship forms new partnership firm, when one existing partnership firm absorbs a sole partnership, when one existing partnership firm absorbs another partnership firm. First three we have already seen in earlier videos. In this particular video, we will be seeing amalgamation when two or more partnership form new partnership firm. So two or more partnership firm gets dissolved and they form new partnership firm. When two or more partnership firms form a new partnership firm, when two or more partnership firms amalgamate to form a new partnership firm, the books of accounts of old firm are to be closed. In the books of each old firm, a realization account to be opened. The accounting entries of the amalgamating firm is same as before, as they were absorbed. We'll see illustration 42. Two partnership firms carrying on business under the style of R and Company, whose partners are A and B, and W and Company, whose partners are C and D respectively, decided to amalgamate into RW and Company with effect from 1st April 2013. The respective balance sheet of both the firms as on 31st March 2013 are as follows. Capital of B, C, D, bank loan, creditors, goodwill, machinery, stock, sundry debtors, cash in hand, and capital account of A is on the asset side. Profit sharing ratio of A and B 1:2, C and D 1:1. Agreed terms are all fixed assets are to be devalued by 20%. It has gone down by 20%. All stock in trade is to be appreciated by 50%. R and Company owes rupees 5,000 to W and Company as on 31st March 2013. This is settled at rupees 2,000. R and Company owes to W and Company 5,000. So in R and Company's creditors you will get 5,000 and in W and Company's debtors you will get 5,000. This is settled at 2,000. That means you are supposed to write off 3,000 from R and Company's creditors as well as W and Company's debtors. Goodwill is to be ignored for the purpose of amalgamation. The fixed capital of the new firm RW and Company are A 2000, B 3000, C 1000 and D 4000. These are the capital of new firm. Mr. B takes over bank overdraft of R and Company and contributed to Mr. A the amount of money to be brought in by Mr. A to make up his capital contribution. B has taken over bank overdraft of R and Company. We'll go to balance sheet and see bank loan 15,000 is given in case of R and Company. So this bank loan, that is bank overdraft, has been taken over by B. And he has also agreed to brought in the amount to make up capital contribution of A. Mr. C is paid off in cash from W and Company and D brings in sufficient cash to make up his required capital contribution. Pass necessary journal entries to close the books of both the firms as on 31st March 13. First, you are supposed to calculate purchase consideration. R and Company, W and Company, plant and machinery 8,000 and dash, stock in trade 20,000 plus 50% in case of R and Company and 5,000 plus 50% in case of W and Company. Sundry debtors, just now we have seen they are having mutual indebtedness of 5,000 which was settled at 2,000. So 3,000 are to be deducted from debtors of W and Company. R and Company's debtors will be as it is. Liabilities taken over, sundry creditors. From sundry creditors of R and Company, you are supposed to deduct 3000. W and Company sundry creditors will be at the book value. So assets taken over minus liabilities taken over will be purchase consideration. Purchase consideration of R and Company is 41,000 and W and Company is 5,000. C. Creditors 10,000 and 9,500. Debtors 10,000 and 10,000. And machinery only in case of R and Company, which is 10,000. And fixed assets are devalued by 20%. That is the reason machinery is 8,000, because 10,000 minus 2,000 is 8,000. In the books of R and Company, journal entries, realization account debit to plant and machinery, stock and debtors, assets transferred to realization at balance sheet values, sundry creditors to realization, liabilities transferred to realization at balance sheet values, liabilities which are taken over only are to be transferred. Bank loan is taken over by B. So bank loan account debit 15,000 to B's capital 15,000. R and Company account debit to realization, purchase consideration due. Realization account debit to A's capital, B's capital, profit on realization transferred to partner's capital in profit sharing ratio, which is 1:2. Now B's capital account debit to A's capital. Whatever is required amount of B's capital, deficit in A's capital is to be made good by B's. B will see this ledger account so that it will be clear to you. Capital account of R and Company A and B. In case of B, buy balance brought down 19,000. In case of A, to balance brought down 4,000. Realization profit is transferred. B has taken over bank overdraft, so buy bank overdraft. Now, new company's capital for A is 2,000, B is 3,000. To R and Company, this is new capital 2,000 and 3,000. Now, if you balance A's account, debit is 6,000 and balancing figure is 2,333. This B is going to bring, so B's capital account debit to A's capital account balancing figure. Now if you close B's account, it will give 36,000 balancing figure. This has been transferred to loan account because there is no cash in the business. So this has been transferred to loan account. So that is the reason why this entry has come. B capital account debit to A capital account. A's deficiency made good by B. A's capital account debit 2,000. B's capital account debit 39,000 to RW and Company 41,000. Capital account of the partners closed by transfer to RW account. So they have transferred these capital accounts to RW account. Again we'll see this 36,000 plus 3,000 is 39,000. Or you can pass the entry like A's capital account debit 2,000, B's capital account debit 3,000, B's loan account debit 36,000 to RW and Company 41,000. In this they have directly transferred 39,000 to capital account. In this particular case 36 is shown to loan account and 3,000 is shown to capital account. It should be noted that the credit balance of B's capital account is 39,000. This agreed capital with RW and Company is 3,000 only. Since there is no liquid asset in R and Company from which B can be repaid, the excess amount of 36,000 should be taken over by RW and Company as loan from B. Now journal entries in the books of W and Company. Realization account debit to goodwill stock debtor at balance sheet value. Transfer of assets to realization. Sundry creditors to realization at balance sheet value. RW and Company to realization. Purchase consideration due. C's capital debit, D's capital debit to realization. Loss on realization transferred to capital account equally. Their profit sharing ratio is equal. Cash to D's capital. C's capital, D's capital to RW and Company and to cash. For that, we'll see the capital accounts. Capital account of W and Company, C and D. Buy balance brought down 10,000, 2,000 to realization loss. Closing capital is 1,000 and 4,000 of C and D respectively. So balance will get transferred to cash account. And these are the entries just now we have seen. Cash account debit to D's capital, C's capital, D's capital to RW and Company to cash. Alternatively, C's capital account debit 6250 to cash 6250. Like this also you can pass the journal entry. D's capital account debit 1000. C's capital account debit 1000, D's capital account debit 4000 to RW and Company 5000. Partners capital transferred to RW and Company. Realization account of both the companies. Transfer assets at balance sheet values, liabilities at balance sheet values. Enter purchase consideration due, and the difference will be profit or loss. It is to be transferred to capital accounts in profit sharing ratio. In this particular video, we have seen amalgamation of partnership form. When two or more partnership form new partnership, we have seen one illustration of the same. Thank you.